Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel, General Hospital Diaries. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. First, Lucky is the only one aware that Christina played a role in the incident involving Rick and Elizabeth. He's kept this secret so far, but now he's confronting Christina. You've crossed a line, Christina. You'll have to face the consequences. Will Lucky push Christina to take responsibility for her actions? Christina may not need to take that step herself. Eva is beginning to connect the dots and might figure out that Christina is behind the crash that hurt Elizabeth and Rick. Someone tried to harm me, and I can prove it, Eva says to Rick. Eva is always looking for a way to advance her own interests. If she uncovers Christina's involvement, will she expose her or use it as leverage to her advantage? After Rick says, "You didn't see this coming," Diane tells someone it's time to take drastic action. She could be speaking to a visibly upset Alexis, or it could relate to another situation. One possibility involves Willow, who's moving herself and her kids in with Drew. Meanwhile, Carly seems on the verge of confronting Willow, but Jason steps in just in time. Meanwhile, Sonny finally asks a question that's been on everyone's mind. What is your connection to Sidwell? It looks like poor Charles is about to learn that Natalia was once married to Sidwell. Ava Jerome, known for her shrewdness and calculated moves, appears to be on the verge of a significant financial windfall, if recent events at General Hospital are any indication. The buzz around the hospital corridors began swirling earlier this week when Ava, after a period of relative quietude, started exhibiting an unusual interest in the Quartermain family, particularly their legal battles and business dealings. Known for her past entanglements with the criminal underworld and a history of prioritizing personal gain, Ava's motivations have always been scrutinized, and this sudden shift is no different. Those familiar with Ava's past know she's no stranger to maneuvering situations to her advantage. Her complex relationships with key players in Port Charles have often led to profitable outcomes, even if they were ethically questionable. This history has made many question her motives, as her sudden interest in the Quartermains seems to coincide with their ongoing legal battles over ELQ, the family's multi-billion-dollar company. Alva is not one to offer help without expecting something in return, says a source within General Hospital who wished to remain anonymous. The Quartermains are in a vulnerable position right now, and she likely sees an opportunity to exploit that for her own benefit. The current legal dispute surrounding ELQ has pitted different branches of the Quartermain family against each other, creating a power vacuum that many believe Ava intends to exploit. While she has historically aligned herself with different factions depending on her perceived advantage, her apparent focus on ELQ suggests a larger ambition than mere personal gain. Adding fuel to the speculation is Ava's growing proximity to Ned Quartermain, a key player in the ELQ saga. While their interactions initially seemed casual, observers have noticed a subtle shift in their dynamic. Ava has been seen engaging Ned in lengthy conversations, offering her advice and support, seemingly positioning herself as a confidant and potential ally. Ned is susceptible to flattery and prone to making rash decisions when under pressure, explains another source familiar with the Quartermain family dynamics. Ava knows this, and she's likely using her charms to manipulate him into making choices that will ultimately benefit her. The specific nature of Ava's plans remains unclear, but the prevailing theory is that she intends to acquire a significant stake in ELQ. This could involve leveraging her relationship with Ned to influence his voting decisions, potentially leading to a realignment of power within the company. Alternatively, she may be seeking to purchase shares from other Quartermain family members who are looking to cash out amidst the ongoing turmoil. Ava has the resources and the connections to make a significant play for ELQ, says a financial analyst familiar with the company. She's a formidable businesswoman, and if she sets her sights on something, she usually finds a way to get it. However, acquiring a stake in ELQ would be a complex and challenging undertaking. The Quartermain family is fiercely protective of their legacy, and they are unlikely to welcome Ava's involvement with open arms. Furthermore, other powerful forces are also vying for control of ELQ, including Valentin Cassadine, a notorious businessman with a reputation for ruthlessness. The dynamic between Ava and Valentin adds another layer of intrigue to the complicated history, marked by both alliance and betrayal. Whether they will ultimately work together to achieve their goals or become rivals remains to be seen. Despite the challenges, Ava appears undeterred. Her unwavering focus and calculated approach suggest she is confident in her ability to navigate the complexities of the situation and emerge victorious. Ava thrives on challenges, says a close friend. The higher the stakes, the more motivated she becomes. She sees ELQ as the ultimate prize, and she's willing to do whatever it takes to get it. The implications of Ava's potential acquisition of a stake in ELQ are far-reaching. It could significantly alter the balance of power within the company, potentially leading to a dramatic shift in its direction and overall strategy. It could also have a profound impact on the lives of the Quartermain family members, who have been locked in a bitter struggle for control. As the legal battles continue and the power struggles intensify, Ava Jerome's presence looms large over General Hospital, casting a shadow of uncertainty over the future of ELQ and the fate of the Quartermain family. Whether she will succeed in her quest for fortune remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: Ava Jerome is a force to be reckoned with, and her actions will undoubtedly have a lasting impact on the lives of everyone involved. The normally composed and compassionate Elizabeth Weber is navigating a storm of deception and uncertainty at General Hospital. Recent episodes have left viewers on the edge of their seats as secrets surrounding her fragmented memories are slowly unearthed, threatening to shatter the carefully constructed life she's built for herself and her children. The ordeal began weeks ago when Elizabeth started experiencing troubling memory lapses and unsettling visions. Initially dismissed as stress-related, the symptoms intensified, leading to disturbing revelations that challenged her perception of reality. She sought professional help, undergoing hypnosis in an attempt to unlock the hidden recesses of her mind. However, the process has proven to be far more complex and emotionally taxing than anyone anticipated. What began as a search for answers has become a tangled web of half-truths and carefully crafted manipulations. The deeper Elizabeth digs, the more she realizes she may not know herself as well as she thought. The truth, it seems, has been deliberately concealed from her, leaving her vulnerable and questioning everything she thought she knew. Key to this unfolding drama is the presence of Nicholas Cassadine, whose return to Port Charles has been shrouded in mystery and ulterior motives. Elizabeth has been struggling with confusing and conflicting feelings for Nicholas, feelings that seem to predate his recent resurrection. While he appears to be offering support, suspicions linger regarding his true intentions, and whether he is actively involved in the manipulation of her memories. Adding fuel to the fire is the reappearance of Esme Prince, the manipulative and cunning daughter of Ryan Chamberlain. Esme's connection to Elizabeth's past remains murky, but her presence is undeniably unsettling. Elizabeth has already expressed unease around Esme, sensing a hidden agenda lurking beneath her carefully constructed facade. Many viewers suspect that Esme holds the key to unlocking the full truth behind Elizabeth's memory loss. The psychological impact on Elizabeth is palpable. She's a skilled nurse, accustomed to caring for others, but now she finds herself in desperate need of support. Her closest friends and family, including her partner Hamilton Finn, are doing their best to help her navigate this crisis. However, the uncertainty surrounding Elizabeth's condition is putting a strain on their relationship. Finn is torn between his desire to protect her and his growing concern that he may not be getting the full story. The recent sessions with Dr. Kevin Collins have yielded some fragmented images and unsettling feelings. Elizabeth has recalled moments of fear and confusion, along with fleeting glimpses of a mysterious figure. These fragments are proving to be more unsettling than helpful, leaving her with more questions than answers. Dr. Collins, a seasoned psychiatrist, is working diligently to piece together the fragmented memories, but he is also aware of the potential dangers of pushing Elizabeth too hard. The emerging narrative points towards a potential conspiracy involving multiple individuals with their own agendas. The question remains, who is behind the manipulation and what is their ultimate goal? The possibilities are endless and the stakes are higher than ever. Elizabeth is not only fighting for her sanity, but also for the well-being of her children, who are caught in the crossfire of this complex and dangerous situation. Deeper into the mystery, she will be forced to confront painful truths about herself and the people she thought she knew. In a dramatic and emotionally charged episode of General Hospital, Alexis Davis finally unburdened herself to her longtime friend and confidant, Diane Miller. The scene, which aired yesterday, saw Alexis grappling with her recent struggles, her past demons, and the uncertain future that lies ahead. The catalyst for Alexis's confession was her burgeoning relationship with Gregory Chase, a relationship that has been fraught with complication from the outset. Gregory's Parkinson's diagnosis looms large, casting a shadow over their budding romance and forcing Alexis to confront her own vulnerabilities and anxieties. "I'm scared, Diane," Alexis admitted, her voice trembling slightly. "I'm scared of getting hurt, scared of losing him, scared of not being strong enough to handle what's coming." Diane, ever the astute and supportive friend, listened intently, offering words of comfort and encouragement. "Alexis, you are one of the strongest women I know," she countered. "You faced so much adversity in your life, and you've always come out on top. You are more than capable of handling whatever life throws your way." However, Alexis's concerns extend beyond her relationship with Gregory. The episode delved into her complicated history with alcohol and her ongoing struggle to maintain her sobriety. The pressures of her legal career, the challenges of raising her daughters, and the lingering trauma of her past have all contributed to her vulnerability. "I'm constantly fighting the urge, Diane," Alexis confessed. "The temptation to just numb everything out, to escape the pain, it's always there." Diane acknowledged the difficulty of Alexis's situation, reminding her of the progress she has made and the support system she has built around herself. "You have come so far, Alexis," she said. "Don't let your past define you. Focus on the present, on the good things in your life, and on the people who love you." The conversation also touched upon Alexis's relationships with her daughters, Sam McCall, Christina Corinthos Davis, and Molly Lansing Davis. Alexis expressed her guilt and regret over past mistakes, acknowledging the impact her choices have had on her children. "I haven't always been the best mother," she said, her eyes filled with remorse. "I've made so many mistakes, and I worry that I've damaged my relationships with my daughters beyond repair." Diane assured her that her daughters love her deeply and recognize the efforts she is making to become a better person. "They see your growth, Alexis," she said. "They see how hard you're working to overcome your demons and be a better mother. They understand that you're human, and they forgive you for your mistakes." Throughout the episode, Nancy Lee Grahn delivered a powerful and nuanced performance, capturing the vulnerability and resilience of Alexis Davis. Her raw emotion and honesty resonated with viewers, highlighting the character's ongoing struggles and her unwavering determination to overcome them. Carolyn Hennessy, as Diane Miller, provided a perfect foil to Grahn's performance, offering a steady and supportive presence. Diane's wisdom and compassion served as a lifeline for Alexis, reminding her of her strengths and encouraging her to face her challenges head-on. The episode concluded with Alexis expressing her gratitude to Diane for her unwavering support and vowing to continue her journey towards healing and self-discovery. "I don't know what I would do without you, Diane," she said. "You're more than just a friend, you're family. But one thing is certain, Alexis Davis is a fighter, and she will not give up without a fight. With the support of her friends and family, she will continue to confront her demons and strive to create a better future for herself and her loved ones." In a move that could drastically alter the fragile family dynamics in Port Charles, Olivia Falconeri is making a concerted effort to mend the widening rift between Sonny Corinthos and his son Michael. The tense relationship, simmering for months, threatens to erupt and fracture the Corinthos family beyond repair. Sources at General Hospital indicate that Olivia is determined to bring the two men together before the consequences become irreversible. The animosity between Sonny and Michael stems primarily from Sonny's past actions and his continued involvement in the criminal underworld. Michael, having experienced firsthand the devastating consequences of Sonny's life choices, has struggled to reconcile his love for his father with his moral objections to his business. The situation was further complicated by the fallout from Sonny's perceived abandonment of his family after his supposed death and subsequent amnesia. Michael felt deeply betrayed and disillusioned when Sonny returned, seemingly unchanged, and resumed his criminal activity. Who shares a close and complex relationship with both men, feels uniquely positioned to mediate their conflict. As Sonny's wife and confidant, she understands the pressures and choices he faces, even when she vehemently disagrees with them. Similarly, as a close friend and advisor to Michael, she empathizes with his frustration and his desire for a father he can truly admire. Olivia sees the pain that this conflict is causing both Sonny and Michael, a source close to the situation revealed. She knows that underneath all the anger and resentment, there is still a deep love between them. She believes that if they can just find a way to communicate openly and honestly, they can begin to heal the wounds that have been festering for so long. Olivia's strategy involves creating opportunities for Sonny and Michael to interact in a neutral and controlled environment. She is reportedly planning several small gatherings and outings, carefully designed to foster conversation and understanding. She has also enlisted the help of other trusted family members and friends, including Carly Spencer, to provide support and encouragement. Olivia is being very strategic about this, the source continued. She knows that Sonny and Michael are both stubborn men, so she's trying to create a situation where they can let their guards down and be vulnerable with each other. She's hoping that by reminding them of their shared history and the deep bond they once had, she can spark a reconciliation. However, Olivia's efforts are not without their challenges. Sonny and Michael are both entrenched in their positions and reluctant to compromise. Sonny struggles to understand Michael's disapproval of his life choices, feeling that he has always acted in the best interests of his family, even if those actions were morally questionable. Michael, on the other hand, remains steadfast in his belief that Sonny needs to break free from the criminal life and become a better role model for his children. Adding to the complexity of the situation is the ongoing drama surrounding Sonny's business and the threats posed by rival organizations. These external pressures only serve to exacerbate the tensions between Sonny and Michael, as they disagree on how best to protect the family. Furthermore, previous attempts at reconciliation have been met with limited success, leaving both men skeptical of the possibility of a genuine breakthrough. The deep-seated resentment and hurt feelings are difficult to overcome, and any misstep could easily derail Olivia's carefully laid plans. Despite the obstacles, Olivia remains optimistic. She believes that the love and loyalty that bind the Corinthos family together are stronger than any conflict, and she is determined to do everything in her power to help Sonny and Michael find their way back to each other. Olivia is a force to be reckoned with, the source concluded. She is incredibly resourceful and determined, and she won't give up on Sonny and Michael. She believes that they are both good men at heart, and she is confident that they can overcome their differences and rebuild their relationship. But it's going to take a lot of hard work, patience, and understanding from everyone involved. The outcome of Olivia's efforts remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: her dedication to her family is unwavering, and she will continue to fight for their happiness, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. Lulu Spencer Falconeri and Dante Falconeri engaged in a heated confrontation. The long-awaited showdown, fueled by months of unspoken resentments and lingering emotions, finally erupted in a dramatic scene that showcased the raw talent of actors Emmy Reelin and Dominic Zamprogna. The source of the conflict stems from Lulu's ongoing journey of recovery following a traumatic brain injury that left her in a coma for years. While she has made significant progress, her memories remain fragmented, and her sense of self continues to evolve. This has inevitably created a distance between her and Dante, who has struggled to reconcile the woman he loves with the changes brought about by her ordeal. Dante has been carrying a heavy burden, trying to be supportive while simultaneously grappling with the profound loss of the Lulu he knew, explains a source close to the production. He's been walking on eggshells, trying not to trigger any setbacks in her recovery, but the pressure has been building. Meanwhile, Lulu has been wrestling with feelings of inadequacy and frustration as she navigates her new reality. The realization that her memories of their shared past are incomplete, and the awareness that she might never fully regain what was lost, has created a deep sense of insecurity. This has led her to question Dan's motives and wonder if he truly loves her for who she is now, or if he's simply holding on to the memory of the woman she began innocently enough, with Dante attempting to plan a romantic evening for the two of them. However, Lulu's reaction was unexpected, as she bristled at the suggestion, accusing Dante of trying to recreate a past that no longer exists. It's not that she doesn't appreciate the effort, but Lulu feels like Dante is trying to force her back into a mold she no longer fits, says a viewer who watched the episode live. She wants him to accept her for who she is today, not who she used to be. The argument quickly escalated, with both Lulu and Dante airing their grievances. Lulu expressed her frustration at feeling like she's constantly being judged and measured against her past self, while Dante confessed his own pain at witnessing her struggles and feeling helpless to truly connect with her. "I feel like I'm living in a shadow of my former self, and you keep reminding me of it," Lulu exclaimed, her voice trembling with emotion. Dante countered, "I just want you to be happy, Lulu. I want us to be happy, but I don't know how to reach you anymore." The tension reached a breaking point when Lulu accused Dante of not truly loving her anymore, a statement that visibly stung Dante. He fiercely defended his feelings, reminding her of his unwavering devotion and the sacrifices he's made to be by her side throughout her recovery. "I love you, Lulu, more than anything in the world," Dante declared, his voice laced with pain. "But this is breaking me. I don't know how much longer I can keep pretending everything is okay when it's not." The argument ended in a stalemate, with both Lulu and Dante emotionally drained and unsure of where their relationship stands. They parted ways, leaving viewers wondering if this is the beginning of the end for one of General Hospital's most beloved couples. The fallout from the confrontation is expected to have a significant impact on their lives and the lives of those around them. Their son, Rocco, will undoubtedly be affected by the tension between his parents, and their friends and family will likely find themselves caught in the middle. Furthermore, the conflict could open the door for other romantic interests to enter the picture. Dante has already been spending time with Sam McCall, who has provided him with a much-needed shoulder to lean on during this difficult period. And Lulu's growing connection with Valentin Cassadine could potentially complicate things further. Only time will tell if Lulu and Dante can overcome their differences and find a way to rebuild their relationship. But one thing is certain: The road ahead will be fraught with emotional challenges and unexpected twists. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.